Jake, first off, how good was it to see big Harry Edwards running around out there?
Yeah, I don't know about the pink hat on him, but nah, it's good. He's in really good spirits at the moment, so that's the main thing for me as a mate, just seeing him happy again. He's probably got a fair bit to play out, a bit of speculation, a bit of not knowing what's going to happen next, but yeah, I've just fingers crossed for him. His health and well-being is number one for me as a mate, so seeing him smiling and having a laugh and being involved in some capacity and staying fit and healthy is he's really good as a friend, but would love to see him back out on the park soon, but I think there's a fair bit of water to go under the bridge, so we'll leave that to the processes that be and just pray for him.
How much of a boost is it though to the group? Like, it was pretty gut-wrenching when he went down for a third time. Just having him out there, like you said, running around. Yeah,
he's a pretty important player, much loved player, part of our group. He's off the back of last year, he's grown into a bit more of a leader and he's got more of a responsibility in the group with his role. And unfortunately, we haven't seen him much this year, but it's definitely a team lifter, that's for sure. So having him out there, making a bit of fun out of him wearing the pink hat, it got me up and about a little bit. So I was happy he was out there.
I know it's got nothing to do with you guys technically, but Eagles fans are a bit spooked by the sacked coach rebound game. You know, Brad Scott being punted from the Bombers and you guys potentially coming up against a fired-up outfit. What do you make of that?
Every team we come up against, we expect them at their best, and we know what Essendon have gone through. We've gone through stuff similar in the past where you're up against it, your key players are injured, you might have just lost your coach. But as we've seen with Carlton, the way they've come out the last couple of weeks, you can't write anyone off these days. It's the way you rock up with your mindset and your attitude. And we've spoken about it briefly as a team. That we're sort of building a bit of an identity and a bit of form off the back of doing the hard stuff right. So that doesn't change this week. So we're expecting the Bombers at their best, and they've still got some bloody good players in their team. So I'm really excited about the opportunity to verse them on the home deck, and hopefully they bring their best, because that's what I'm expecting of them.
Be like a fight up, especially early on after the pretty big week for him?
I'd assuming so. It's never nice. I've only lost one coach through that process, and it's never nice seeing someone that you care so much. I'm sure they care so much about Brad move on, and it does provide a bit of that emotional spark, I guess. But our job is to worry about ourselves and focus on the things that have set us up over the last few weeks.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Sorry, mate. What do you reckon? The 90,000 and the 9 guys that haven't been to the G and played in front of such a big crowd. What do you think you get out of that going into this game?
A fair bit. We spoke about that briefly as well. The fact that I think we provided a real mature performance for a lot of guys. I mean, that was the biggest crowd I've played in front of, and you don't really get those crowds unless you're sort of playing in prelims or grand finals. And I think the way we handled it and the way we handled ourselves throughout the game, I just tip the hat to, especially the young boys, the way they went about it. They didn't step back from the challenge, they stepped in, and they weren't overawed by anything that was going on. So I thought we played a really good brand of footy. We could have easily won that game, and just hats off to the coaches for the way they sort of prepared us to play, put ourselves in that sort of environment, and credit to the boys and the leaders and everyone that was out there for playing their role.
What do you know about your newest teammates in Oliver Franco and Marcus Herbert?
Not a lot, to be honest. With all the mid-season talk about the mid-season draft, you hear guys' names get thrown up, and there were 2 names that I actually didn't hear anything of, so I don't really have any chance there, but I'm excited to meet them. I think they're going to be over here tomorrow, Arvo, maybe, so they'll be training with us Friday and play on the weekend. But it's great. We add another 2 players to our list, and I'm excited. Hopefully they can play AFL soon.
Do you have enough lockers?
Yeah, we might need to add a few more in there. No, we definitely do, but I think we've got the biggest list in the AFL at the moment, and if they're not going to play AFL, they're going to strengthen our waffle team, and that's going to fast track the development of all of our players across the board. So, excited to meet the lads and see them get to work.
What did you think about what the priorities were in terms of positions for the draft? Like, a lot of people thought, it's going to be a ruckman, but it wasn't a ruckman.
Mate, I'm like I said, I'm not too sure. I only hear certain things. I'm not privy to the decisions of list management and recruiting. I'm sure they've obviously got their lists, and I haven't spoken to them and how that played out, but by the sounds of things, we've got 2 pretty good midfielders, sort of slash halfbacks, but that can play a role for us pretty quickly. So we saw how that worked out for Tommy McCarthy this time last year. So if we can get another Tommy McCarthy out of the two, that'd be nice.
Bailey Williams, do you think his form influenced their thinking? Because he's been amazing the last 2 weeks, hasn't he?
Yeah, potentially, mate. He's in a purple patch as well. I've always thought that Bailey was capable of playing like this, and I guess with the new ruck rules at the CB, it sort of really helps his strength, which is getting over blokes and jumping. He's using his athleticism, and he's a confidence player, and he's showing it at the moment. I keep telling him, get forward as much as you can. I don't care if you take a hanger on me, mate. I want to see you flying for marks. And he's probably been our best player two or 3 weeks in a row. So we're a different team when we're winning it out of the middle and getting it in forward, because we've shown we can defend the front half pretty well. So hats off to him.
Bit of wet weather around this weekend. Do you get the buckets of soap out in the footies and get them wet?
Yeah, well, potentially. We have, I think on Friday it's going to be raining, so we might not need to. But yeah, we haven't played in too wet of a game for that long. We've had a little bit of rain in patches, but from the sounds of things, it's going to be pretty wet and windy. But I mean, that sort of just adds to the type of game we're expecting anyway from the Dons. And I wouldn't want it any other way, to be honest. Two teams just cracking in and getting the ball forward. But I'm excited. We've got to be ready for any conditions. You can't just be a fair weather player these days. You've got to be up to fight in any condition.
Spoke on the weekend about the identity you guys created, and you said, you can't expect to rock up and do it again, but you did it again. Like, not probably at the same intensity as the GWS game, which was off the hook, but the pressure against Collingwood in front of 90,000 was amazing. Is this what you've been building for the better part of 18 months under Mini? Yeah,
I think so. I think we've done it in patches as well. So we've had these sort of 2 or 3 week blocks over the period where we've shown it, but we haven't been able to sustain it. So Mini's been pretty hot on us that, regardless of what we've done the previous week, the pressure factor starts at 0.00, and we've got to build it up ourselves and put the pressure on the oppo. And speaking to a few of the Pies boys after the game, they hadn't really received any of that pressure or that type of pressure this year, according to them. So that's a good feather in the cap, and they've played against some pretty good sides as well. So we're starting to build that identity, but it's got to be consistent, and that's what we're aiming for.
A lot of travelling. What do you make of the next 4 weeks? You're at home. This must be a luxury. What's it like as a player?
Interesting. I'm obviously pretty happy that we don't need to travel for a few weeks. Get the velocity points down. Don't need to worry about them for a while. But it'd be good we can get a bit of consistency in with our routines and that. And I'm just excited to play in front of home crowds. Or one of them won't be a home game, but we'll still have majority of the fans there. And we can lay a bit of a footprint over the next sort of 3 or 4 weeks going into the bye, and then hopefully attack the back end of the year with a lot of confidence.
Are you curious to see how that helps in the back end of the year? Because it's never been done before this. It's so unique.
It's so hard to tell because you can't really measure that. I guess you can measure it with wins and losses, but from a point of view, sitting back in the later rounds, body-wise, it is hard to tell. But I'm sure most people in the building will be pretty happy that we're not travelling.
On Bailey's form just before, Jake, your season so far, how have you evaluated that?
A little bit up and down. I think I'm playing good footy, but as I've spoken about, haven't been able to finish my work as good as I'd want to, and I've had a few good games where I've felt on, and you feel yourself and you feel up and about, and then I've probably had a frustrating game on the weekend. I think a fair few of our forwards did, to be honest, but if I'm kicking at least 50% of the goals that I usually do this year, then I'm probably saying, I'm having a pretty good year. I'm pretty happy about it. But, you can do all the good things, get yourself in good positions, set your teammates up, get marks around the ground. But if you're not finishing the goals that you usually do, then, especially me, you're pretty hard on yourself. But it's a position that I found myself in probably the first time in my life where, my skill execution has sort of been letting me down. But as I've said to a few of the boys, that I've just got to stick at it, just keep backing myself in, and I'm sure the tide will turn eventually, because I know how important it is that I'm finishing my work.
You say your skill execution's letting you down there. What are you putting that down to? Why is that?
It's my skill execution in terms of my finishing, my set shots mostly. I'm not too sure. When you're on with some of these things, and when you're off, you're off. And even when you're striking the ball well and you're kicking them well, you tend to miss them. And that's a position I find myself in a little bit at the moment. But Oh, it's a little bit of a confidence thing, mate. It all is with your set shots and stuff, because you take a mark inside 50 and you've got 30 seconds to yourself to process it, and sometimes you can spend a bit too much time thinking about what you got to do instead of just going through your processes, and that's what I'm just trying to do. Just trying to do the things that have held me in good stead my whole career, and just keep my head over the ball, use good momentum, and try to get my ball drop confident again. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's sort of the first time that I've ever really experienced it. So I'm 28 now, so it's just funny how the game of footy can humble you like that. But you've got to be continually open to learning and changing.
Early in the season, there's plenty of hype about Joe Shanahan's. Who's got the better mix, you or Joe?
I'd probably say him at the moment. He took a good couple on the weekend. When he gets to run and jump it, he's miles ahead of me. He's already taller than me. He can jump higher than me, and he's working on a few things to get him in the position to be able to fly for more. That's where I'm trying to help him in that regard, as we're probably two different players. And well, I've got my strengths, he's got his strengths, we've both got our weaknesses, and we're trying to help each other go through. But he's still so young, I think we forget. He's not even 20 yet, I don't think so. He's got a massive responsibility on his shoulders to sort of carry the forward line going through, and that's where I'll step in and try help him, because yeah, like I said, he's still young, and we can't just throw it all towards him. But I've been wrapped with the way he's going. He's just pretty consistent, and even when he's not having his days where he's getting the footy or kicking goals, he's doing the little things right, and that's what makes me the happiest to see from him.
You're focused on internally, but how much does it annoy you as a West Australian team to see the Dockers on top of the ladder?
It doesn't really, mate. I've got nothing but admiration and respect for the Dockers, to be honest. We've got 2 games a year against them, hopefully more into the future when we start making finals alongside them. But I've only got a couple of games a year where I probably won't say anything nice about them. But yeah, I admire them. I'm actually inspired by the way that they've sort of flipped their list, and they're in the position they are at the moment. It's credit to their players, the senior players, the list managers, and the coach, for the way that they've turned that club around. And yeah, they're at the top, and that's for a reason. So everyone's trying to get to where they are, and yeah, they're the benchmark for the competition right now. And yeah, I'm pretty keen to get them later in the year on a Friday night. Their home game will be nice.
Did you have anything to do with, and it doesn't matter if you didn't, Neil Danaher? I mean, your dad did, I know, but what about you?
Yeah, no, he was a bit before my time. Obviously, he's been around the club a fair bit over the years with the MND, the free stuff, raising the awareness. But yeah, such a massive person within football, and it's devastating that he's passed away now. But yeah, he fought the good fight and raised awareness, raised money for something that's pretty nasty that not a lot of people knew a lot about, and yeah, he shone the light on it, and yeah, trailblazed away. So yeah, on behalf of the footy club, yeah, rest in peace to one of the greatest men that sort of AFL will see.
Last one from me. That 10-minute mark on the weekend, did you know what the hell was going on? And did Hoffy know as well?
Oh yeah, it was a bit. That was probably the moment of the game where I was sort of looking around, taking it in, and went, "Wow, this is pretty cool." But I think they stopped play for a little bit, and I was a bit filthy at that, because I think we were getting a bit of a run on. So I was just trying to tell them. I'm pretty sure I yelled at the umpire and just go, "We've got a bit of momentum here." Oh yeah, I'm not too sure. I would have been surprised if Hoffy gave him a metre, but no, it was a cool experience for one of our game's legends, I guess, which is good.